A surgeon has been fined for amputating the wrong leg. The police take a hamster into protective custody following a DUI. And some customers and employees were snowed into an IKEA in Denmark. These are the weird stories for Thursday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a comedian that does a superhero voice during the intro. That's right, evildoer. This is the intro. Fight me over it.
Good luck with your life. Good luck with your partner. Good luck with your partner. Good luck with your life, man.
A doctor has been fined for amputating the wrong leg of her patient. This story is out of Austria, so you're going to get a terrible accent with this one. The elderly patient's right leg was removed instead of his left leg. The mistake was only discovered 2 days later. Oh, that's a long time to not discover that the wrong leg was removed from your leg, from your body. How do you go 2 days without not knowing the wrong leg was removed? Just putting your pants on one day. Hey, I usually put the left leg on first. What? There is no left leg. What the hell? Doctor! You hit that little button for the nurses to come in. Usually you just hit that button for some small thing like, yeah, could you just change the channel of the television? Or like, could you raise my bed up? This time it's like, yeah, I think the wrong leg was removed, nurse. I don't know, maybe check my chart at the base of the bed. Let's see. Was my left leg supposed to be removed? I think it was supposed to be the right leg. Did you check that chart? Okay. Maybe want to call somebody. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I shouldn't laugh. This is terrible. A doctor is being fined, Dr. Linz, for negligence. This doctor is a she. She's being fined 2,700 somethings. Something. Yeah, there's a symbol next to these dollars. This amount of the fine, and I don't know what that symbol is, so I don't know what it is. I guess we'll just call it Austrian bucks for the sake of the story. The doctor's being fined 2,700 Austrian bucks. The widow of the patient who died before the case came to court. Huh? This case has been kicking around for a while, apparently. The widow was awarded 5,000 Austrian bucks as well in damages. Well, I mean, I don't know when this happened then. Why is this news now? I guess they took the doctor to court finally for the patient that had already died. The patient attended the clinic in Freistadt last summer to have his leg amputated, but the surgeon marked the wrong limb for amputation. Where's the backup plan? I mean, shouldn't your whole staff know when you go into the operating room that there is a leg to be operated? Let's look at the chart, everybody, before we do it. And somebody doesn't point out, hey, doc, it says right leg here, but you've marked left leg. Is everybody just sleepwalking through surgery these days? My goodness. The mistake was identified during a routine bandage change. That means that somewhere on the chart, it said right leg. And then the nurse is changing the bandages like, wow, this doesn't add up. The patient was told he would have to have his other leg amputated as well. What a bad day that is. Oh, my goodness. I'm not surprised. The medical industry is just fraught with morons. You think that they're not morons because they go to school for so many years. Trust me, they're stupid. So stupid. I have so many stories of my own interaction with the medical industry and dummies, just straight up dummies. Now, when they asked this stupid doctor why she marked the right leg and not the left leg, she said, I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Oh, no, when you get paid as much money as I do, I mean, why pay attention, really, at this point? So stupid. Since the incident, the doctor was moved to another clinic where she's beheaded a few people that were only supposed to have their pinky toe removed. Ha ha. Wow, this doctor just can't get it together, guys. I was at a medical facility yesterday. I'll share you this anecdote because it's a little weird. After I did my tests, which I like to do annually, this particular place also schedules abortions. You know the type of place. Anyways, when I was done, the staff said, hey, we're going to sneak you out the back because there is a protest going on out front. I don't remember a protest going on when I walked in. So I said, okay. So I went out the back, but then I had to see. I was curious. That's who I am. I'm a curious person. So I walked around to the front just to see what the protest was. It was a bunch of people holding candles protesting abortions because apparently this place schedules abortions. And there was a bunch of them. They were going crazy, singing songs as well, praying, holding signs, doing all that stuff. It was a fascinating experience to be snuck out the back. I was wondering if I had gone out the front, what would they have done or said to me? I guess I'll never know. Yay! A hamster was taken into protective custody by the police following the owner's drunk driving arrest. Officers had to corral a hamster and take this animal into custody. The owner was accused of impaired driving. This occurred after midnight on Tuesday. The officers spotted the vehicle in a place called Beaverton. There was suspicion that the driver might be impaired. Officers pulled over the car, spoke to the woman, whom they identified as someone named Nicole, age 27. They found that in addition to being totally lit, as the kids say, she had a hamster in her lap. The hamster, whose name is unknown, the name is unknown. We're trying to find if anyone knows any information about this hamster and the name of the hamster. We couldn't find a driver's license on the hamster's person. The hamster's name is unknown. We're just trying to have a thorough investigation here, guys. We're searching for the parents of the hamster. We want to report that the hamster is, in some shaky hands. Maybe get a new owner for the hamster. Okay, so the hamster was actually loose inside the vehicle and was the only other occupant. Oh, they treat the hamster like a person. It's unbelievable. Yes, the hamster was the only other occupant. You're going to call a hamster an occupant. That's pretty funny. I like it, though. I love that she just takes her hamster for a drive. She just gets drunk and drives the hamster around. Maybe took the hamster to the bar, for all we know. I don't know. Just rolling up with your hamster at Scotty's Pub. They do have those. They serve sometimes those little treats on the bar that I think a hamster would enjoy. Little fake Cheetos and like pretzels and like Chex Mix, that little trail mix, whatever you call all that. I got to be careful with that stuff because they hide nuts in there, and nuts are very disagreeable to my organism. But hamsters would love that. I just imagine taking the hamster to the bar, just putting the hamster in that little basket of trail mix, throwing down your pitchers, and then driving home with the hamster in your lap. Just taking good old hammy for a nice night out on the town. So it says here, further investigations. She wasn't coming from the bar. Apparently she was just headed to the local store. That's what the woman told the police. No, I'm just going to the local store. Thought I would bring my hamster for a ride. My hamster helps me pick out vegetables. My hamster's extremely vegetable savvy. I struggle with those avocados. I don't know what to buy. I mean, some of them look like they're too ripe and others aren't ripe enough. And I don't know how many, like if I want to eat an avocado tomorrow, which one do I get? It's hard to time these things. Well, my hamster, fabulous. My hamster knows which avocados are ready to go. So I take my hamster to the market with me frequently. But I can't stay off the vodka. That's my problem. There's not much to do in Beaverton than throw down some booze and take your hamster for a joyride, apparently. I got some more details here. The police claimed that Nicole got out of her vehicle and left the hamster on the dashboard. Police arrested Nicole on an accusation of driving under the influence of intoxicants. Neither Nicole nor the hamster were injured during the incident, fortunately. Now, Nicole, according to the police, said that she didn't have anyone who could come and get the hamster. So she said instead that the police should just kill it. Lady, really? Just like that? Your pet hamster? You just kill it. Or leave it in the car. I mean, there's many options. Let it go into the woods? I don't know if a hamster could survive the woods. I feel like it would take just no time before some falcon would spot it, swoop it up, and then it's lunch. But kill it? Lady! She clearly doesn't give a damn about this hamster. Police told her that the pet would not be killed. We actually don't do that. That's not part of the procedures here. They would take the hamster to a safe location, they said. It took 3 officers to capture the furry little passenger in the car because it was very squiggly and wiggly, as hamsters tend to be. It appeared, according to the police report, it appeared that the hamster actually wanted to stay inside the vehicle, and it put up a good fight trying to avoid capture by the police. The hamster's like, no, I enjoy these joyrides. Where's Nicole? Where's Nicole? Police held on to the hamster without a name. I mean, the hamster clearly has a name. I don't know why Nicole just doesn't spit it out in this article. I'm dying to know the hamster's name. She claimed her pet later that morning after release, which is great. Here's a quote from the police officer. A lesson to learn from this incident, other than do not drink and drive, everybody, is that it is not safe to operate a motor vehicle with any type of animal on your lap. Okay? For people needing to transport a hamster, the police recommend placing the animal in a container for its safety before you drive it around town. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. Snow in Scandinavia forces customers to sleep over at an IKEA. Snowed in an IKEA. This is the second snowed in story I've done this week. You recall I did the one at the pub in England? A bunch of people got snowed in with an Oasis cover band. Imagine having to endure being entertained by an Oasis cover band for 3 days. I already talked about that, but so we're moving on to this one. This is IKEA. Not a bad place to be snowed in. Sounds like it's only one night. Got some comfortable furniture in there. You could play a badass game of hide and seek that night. So fun. I wouldn't mind this. As snow blanketed Scandinavia on Wednesday, 6 customers and 25 employees at an IKEA near the city of Aalborg found themselves stranded, forced to spend the night on the beds and the sofas of this Swedish furniture superstore. My goodness, I'm really not handling the S's in this story so well. And there's many more I can see. As up to 30 centimeters, also known as 12 inches of snow, fell outside, the group was trapped and forced to spend the night in IKEA's vast showroom, where they transformed it into a setting for an adult slumber party. This sounds like a good time. Where's the booze, though? Got some booze? You're going to need booze. I would order for delivery. Public broadcasters showed pictures of the stranded Danes drinking beer and coffee and noshing on cinnamon rolls as they watched soccer together. Oh, they did have some beer and sports on the screen. This is exactly what you need. Michelle Barrett apparently spent the night there, and she's quoted as saying, well, everyone was just sort of sweet. You know, we actually just laughed at the situation because we probably will not ever experience this again. One of the store managers named Peter said that, it was very great for the customers who got to sleep in the exact bed that they've always wanted to try and possibly buy. Overall, it was a great night. It was all lots of fun. It says here, at the airport in Aalborg, 300 people were stuck overnight as well. It's still snowing somewhere. The snowstorm snarled traffic on the roads and rails across Denmark, and there were temporary power cuts in some places as well. Elsewhere in Denmark, the tarp on a truck full of packages ripped apart while crossing the Storebælt Bridge between the islands of Funen and Zealand in the storm. Christmas presents landed in the water as a trailer was hanging over the water. Oh boy, no fatalities due to the inclement weather were reported. Just some people having a sleepover in an IKEA. Great place to sleep over. Can you think of a better place to sleep over than an IKEA? If so, please call my show and express yourself. I guess a Chuck E. Cheese would be good too. You get all that pizza, all those games you can play. That'd be fun. you guys have Chuck E. Cheese in your country? Call my show anyway, 646-450-2012. And if you're dealing with some snow right now, just make sure wherever you go, you bring some change of clothes and some underwear. Just keep it in your car. Just get ready. You might be snowed in at some point. It's happening still. I assume eventually it'll never snow on the earth. But right now it's still happening, so. Hey, what's up, weirdos? It's your host, Jonesy. I just want to mention that up top you heard an audio clip that was something I had made. It's an EDM song that I took the phrase, "Good luck with your life, man," and I had it made into a song. Yeah, I found some music producer. And that song is available for download, if you'd like it, on the Patreon. That's right, guys. Do you want the "Good luck with your life, man" EDM song? You can get it on the Patreon. Join the Patreon by going to patreon.com/weirdafnews or download the Patreon app and search for Weird AF News, or go to weirdafnews.com and click on the Patreon app. I got a nice message from Sherry Boone on YouTube. She says, "I've been listening to your podcast and now found the YouTube. You're terrific." She said, "I'm terrific." I love that word, by the way. We don't say terrific enough. Super. What else? Who else reached out to me? Who? Okay, hold on. Oh, shout out to someone who bought me some coffees, who is also a member of the Patreon, and that is Chris Lucky, big OG, big-time fan of the show. I'm looking at the wall here in the closet. So Chris Luck is actually Australian, and it says so on my wall, because that's where the patrons go. I put you on the wall. Write your name, where you're from. Chris wrote, "Hey, Jonesy, love your show, bro. Keep the laughs coming, mate." I love that. Keep the laughs coming, mate. I love the word mate. We should say that more often. I need to get down to Australia, Chris. I'm going to come down there. We're hanging out. We are definitely hanging out. I got to get to Australia. I don't know if the borders are open now with the variants and whatnot. Man, will we ever be able to go where we want to go? My goodness. Okay, what else? Any other shout-outs here in order? I believe that's it. Well, shout out to you for putting up with me. I realize I go off the rails all the time in these segments, and so, for you to stick through it is it shows fortitude for sure, patience, and acceptance of my stupid brain. So, thank you. If you want to send me some articles, by the way, funnyjones@gmail.com. Now, it's Thursday, so you guys know tomorrow's going to be Friday, Florida Friday, so send those Florida articles all over to me. All over you, all over me, the Florida links as well. Now. Yeah. Okay, you can also tweet them to me at funnyjones, or send them through Instagram at funnyjones as well. What do you think of that? Yes, as well. Send me the Florida Friday articles. I do them in the Austrian accent. Austrobucks. I should have called them Austrobucks. Sometimes you get good ideas after you record, guys. Yeah.